Afternoon, you're watching Chris on Real Talk on Saturday the 20th of March. Is it March? Yeah, it's March 2021. I do hope we're all well. I really do. Me sentence, I'm using the gimbal. So I'm out and about on the travels at the moment. I'm currently going down to the shop to buy some gravy granules. It's funny the things that we run out of without realising it. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to speak to people about cold calling, because I'm pretty sure we're all sick of it, really. How many times have we all been sat at home? Good afternoon, Arjan. How many times have we been at work or sat at home or wherever, and we get a call on our phone? Ooh, gravy. Yeah, so we get a call on our phone, right, from a number we don't recognise. And it's usually a mobile number, and it's like, okay, who's calling me? And in the back of your mind, you know it's going to be a wasted call, but you answer it anyway. Hey all, how we doing? Build with Adrian. Hello mate. But we do it anyway. We answer the phone, and usually you get someone down the phone saying, hello, my name's XYZ, calling from whatever rubbish company I'm calling from. I hear that you've had an accident in the last 2 months or the last 2 years, and you're entitled to compensation. At this point, hang up the phone. Alarm bell should be ringing, because you know most of us haven't had an accident. It's not going to happen, is it? All right. Or you get one that says, yes, I'm calling from Super life insurance cover to discuss your policy. Okay, and what they're doing there is they're trying to get your life insurance cover policy to do whatever they're going to do with it, or they try to get your bank account details because apparently they can unlock some money in whatever they're trying to scam you with. You know, and it's like one I had today. Is that, hello there, my name's Dave. Wasn't Dave. It wasn't Dave. Hello there, my name's Dave. I'm calling from Super PPI Collections. All right, that's what he was, right? And I thought, really, okay. He says, can I confirm that you are Mr. Christopher Stavely and you live at blah, 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 blah. I said, well, I'm not going to confirm any details with you, but just to clarify, you're calling me up for PPE, yes? Yes, that's correct. I said, I suppose after I confirm any details with you, you're then going to be asking me for my sort code and account number. And then he got all defensive. Oh, I can't believe you're accusing me of blah, blah, blah. I said, well, it's funny that, because you're telling me I've got over £3,000 worth of PPI ready to claim, tax-free. How am I supposed to get any of this wonderful unicorn money if I don't give you my sort code or account number? And then he hung up. You see, you've got to be very careful with these people. Another one that you get is you get a mobile number call you, and it rings, you answer it, and then you hear nothing. You literally hear nothing for a good 10 seconds, and then you might hear a voice in the background or a little bit of clicker-clacker on the keyboard, and then it just goes completely dead. These are the ones that are the worst, and I'll tell you the reason why. They are the worst because it's someone sitting in a room somewhere with an auto dialer, dialing hundreds if not thousands of numbers a day. And what they do then is, as it rings, they wait to see who answers. Okay? And if they get a hit, which is basically me saying hello there, they then hang up instantly, and they know that they can give that number to any other third party, knowing that that is a legitimate number that is attached to a human being. Okay, so if you end up answering the phone to an unknown number and you don't hear anything at the background, there is someone there, they're listening for your hello, and then they'll sell your details to the highest bidder, and then you'll get a call usually within a week or two for someone trying to sell you something. Just don't do it. The best thing to do is, if you do get an unknown number, don't answer it unless you're expecting a call from someone and they've told you, I'm going to be calling on a different number, or this is the number I'm going to be calling on. Don't answer numbers you don't know. And if you do, hang it up instantly. The second they start trying to get any kind of information from you, any details, if they try and confirm your name and address, best thing to do is, especially if you don't know what this company is, if they start rattling off your name and address, the best thing to say to them is, sorry, that person, don't know who that is, or say to them, I'm sorry, that person's now deceased. I mean, these accident ones are brilliant because they'll say to me, oh yes, you was in an accident within the last 2 years, can I just confirm the details? I said to them, well, why don't you confirm the details with me? Excuse me, they'll say. I said, well, you called me, you seem to know my number, you seem to have my name. For some reason, you have an address, which I'm neither going to confirm nor deny, but you seem to have details of an accident that I was in. So why don't you tell me the registration number and make of vehicle that I was in this supposed accident, and you tell me where this accident was, at what time, and then I'll give you any information you require. And then they'll start saying crap like, oh no, you need to confirm those details with me, blah, blah, blah. No! You're telling me I was in a crash. It must have been a really bad one because I now have amnesia. I can't remember a thing. Or you play with them a little bit, go, yeah, I was in an accident in the last couple of years, it was really bad. Okay, Mr. XYZ, can you tell me where it was? Yeah, it was down Portobello Road. Oh, and can you tell me what time you were driving? Yeah, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. And can you describe the details that happened to me? Bearing in mind, they should all have this anyway, if there was a legit accident, right? And you'll say, yeah, it's, I was driving and then I just went blank. And what injuries did you sustain? Well, it's a bit difficult to describe, but there's a lot of water everywhere. And if I try and look down, I can't. And I'm surrounded by glass. I'm basically a head in a jar. You say, oh no, it was really, really bad. I used to have 2 legs, and for some reason I now have 1. So it's getting around's quite difficult. Yeah, just play with them. But in all honesty, the best way to deal with people cold calling you, especially if they do start fishing for details, is to say to them, look, sorry, not interested, have a good day, goodbye. Or failing that, don't answer at all. But there's a lot of people out there, unfortunately, who do get sucked in by these crooks. There are people out there, I mean, I don't have a landline anymore. I changed my internet provider. I don't have a landline in my house. No one ever called me on the landline. I had it specifically for the internet. But the only calls I did get were usually from either a fake Amazon number, where it would be this: hello, this is a call from Amazon. Your account is in arrears by £742. Please press 1 to pay arrears now. And the thing is, that doesn't work like that, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay, Amazon would never ever do that, and I don't see how you can get into arrears with Amazon anyway. But don't ever fall for these things, from whatever company it's from. The second they start saying you owe money and press 1 to pay, no, don't press anything, because the second you do, especially if it's on a mobile phone, is they can quite possibly get your contacts information. They might hack your phone. They might be able to get any bank details you have saved on Google Pay or Apple Pay or Samsung Pay, whatever the pay device is. They're literally trying to get as much money out of you as possible for minimum effort, which is why a lot of these things are automated. Another one is you may get a call from BT. So over here in the UK, a majority of the broadband services that are not pure fibre optic are provided by BT Openreach. And thank you. And with that is sometimes you end up with a phone call and it says, hello there, my name's Gary. It's not Gary. And we've detected a problem with your internet. Your internet has a virus. Yeah, it's literally talking to someone who is very tech savvy. But there's a lot of people there that are not tech savvy. And then what they'll proceed to do is ask you for your IP address. and they will guide you through the process of obtaining your IP address. And sadly, there are people out there who don't know any better, usually quite elderly people, who follow all the instructions, and they end up giving some a-hole all of the information they need, the IP address, and from the second they get an IP address, they can get into your own personal router, your computer, your network, all of your emails, all of your contacts, all of your bank details, see every single website that you go across. And it's absolutely disgusting, the level of, or at the low level people actually go to try and get money out of innocent people. So I made a phone call today. I called EE, one of the UK's wonderful mobile providers, and I've been with EE for years. And I asked them, look, what can I do? Do I change my number? What is it? And the man I spoke to, who was really, really helpful, he said, look, I could change your number once a week if you wanted to. We'll do it free of charge. That's your right as a customer. If you want to change your number as often as you want, not a problem. However, it won't make any difference because people who do these things have an automatic dialer and everyone's getting it. And the thing is, it's not just, he said it's happening now more than ever because people have more time on their hands because of the pandemic. So, you know, it is sad times we're living in. You know, there is a global pandemic where people are dying, and some horrible people are literally trying to cash in on the weak and vulnerable. So when it comes to cold calling, if it's a number you do not recognize, I know it's difficult and frustrating, but do not answer it. Do not answer numbers, you know, don't open text messages where you don't know where they came from, especially if they're saying you owe money or they owe you money. The chances are it is a text message or an email for that matter with virus code in it, which will again hack into your everything and share those details with quite horrible people who will exploit you for pretty much everything and wreck your entire life financially. So be careful out there. The internet is a scary place. A lot of younger people are very clued up to this, but the elderly generation who use the internet, please be. That's all it takes is a little bit of smarts. Is all it takes. A little bit of patience. Don't open things you don't know. Don't talk to people you don't know, especially if you get called from a number that you don't know, because you don't know, it could end up destroying absolutely everything of yours. So cold callers, I'm after you. I might start this little crusade on cold calling soon because I am sick of it. So anyway, I'm at the shop now where I can buy my gravy granules to go with my pie. That'll do. I'm having pie for dinner. I wish everyone has an absolutely cracking weekend. Stay safe and be good. Love you lots. See you later. Mwah.